Elon Musk. From dreamer to global tycoon, Elon Reeve Musk was born on June the 28th, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. Growing up in a modest household, he developed a fascination for computing. By the age of 12, he had taught himself programming and created a simple video game which he later sold. Life in South Africa was not easy. He was often bullied, and as a teenager, he went through a turbulent childhood before deciding that the opportunities of North America offered his best chance to build something big. At 17, in 1989, Musk moved to Canada to avoid mandatory military conscription in South Africa and to eventually pave a path toward US citizenship. He first attended Queen's University in Ontario for 2 years, then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, from which he graduated with bachelor's degrees in physics and economics. Musk then briefly enrolled at Stanford University for a PhD in energy physics, but dropped out after just 2 days. The reason? The internet boom was underway, and Musk felt that this wave offered a far greater opportunity for someone like him. First steps: tech startups in the 1990s. In 1995, Elon Musk co-founded Zip2, a company that provided online city guides and business directories for newspapers. Zip2 grew quickly, filling a gap in the early internet by providing businesses an online presence. In 1999, Zip2 was acquired by Compaq Computer for a significant sum, giving Musk his first major financial success. With the proceeds from Zip2, Musk co-founded an online financial services company called X.com in 1999. The idea was to build a bank on the internet, a bold vision at a time when online banking and digital payments were rare. Within a year, X.com merged with another startup and was rebranded as PayPal. PayPal soon revolutionized how money moved over the internet. And when it was acquired by eBay in 2002, Musk became a multimillionaire many times over. This early period shows a pattern. Musk didn't just want money. He wanted to build platforms that changed how people interacted with technology, information, and finance. He was betting on the future before others could see it.
From Earth to space, big dreams with big risks. Having tasted success, Musk turned his attention to audacious goals. In 2002, he founded SpaceX with the mission to reduce space travel cost and make human life multiplanetary. In parallel, in 2004, he became a major investor in Tesla, a fledgling electric car company. Musk invested heavily, eventually becoming chairman and largest shareholder. Over the next years, Tesla pushed forward to redefine what an automobile could be, combining cutting-edge battery technology, software, and electric motors, making electric vehicles not only viable, but desirable and futuristic. Meanwhile, SpaceX worked on rockets, spacecraft, and reusable launch systems, often facing failures, skepticism, and near insolvency, but Musk remained undeterred. This period, early 2000s to late 2000s, is critical. Musk turned his internet-era earnings into bets on the future of transportation, energy, and space, all at once. Expansion, diversification beyond cars and rockets. As the 2010s unfolded, Musk expanded his ambitions further. In 2016, he co-founded Neuralink, a neurotechnology company aiming to develop implantable brain-computer interfaces. The goal was to help humans merge with software, treat neurological diseases, and potentially augment human cognition. Neuralink worked on a brain chip system involving a small implant behind the ear and ultra-thin electrode threads fanning into the brain, designed to read brain activity and enable control of computers or prosthetics using thought alone. In parallel, in 2017, Musk launched The Boring Company, a venture aimed at addressing urban transport and traffic issues via tunnels and high-speed transit under cities. The idea was to build tunneling infrastructure to bypass surface traffic altogether. As of the early 2020s, these ventures became part of Musk's larger future tech portfolio, from rockets and electric cars to brain implants, ton. From social media to AI and back again, new frontiers. In 2022, Musk made one of his boldest moves. He acquired Twitter and later rebranded it as X. Not long after, in March 2023, Musk founded a new artificial intelligence company, xAI, with the mission of building AI aligned with human values and better understanding the universe. By merging his social media platform with xAI's technology, Musk signaled his aim to build an everything app, combining social networking, payments, messaging, AI, and more. By the early 2020s, Musk's empire was not limited to cars, rockets, or brain chips. It extended into communication, information, AI, and human-computer integration.
Breakthroughs, risks, and human impact ventures. One of the most significant milestones came when Neuralink successfully implanted its first brain chip in a human patient. The implant allowed the patient to control a computer cursor using just their thoughts, signaling a possible new paradigm for people with paralysis, neurological conditions, or disabilities. Meanwhile, his other ventures, SpaceX, Tesla, The Boring Company, xAI, continued advancing. Though not without controversy, technical challenges, regulatory scrutiny, and skepticism. Yet the unifying thread remained. Musk seemed determined to push boundaries, whether in outer space, on roads, in human brains, or across the digital world. The underlying struggle, what it took to build this, risk and failure. Many of Musk's ventures were considered unrealistic or bound to fail, yet he pushed on, often investing his own capital. Long-time horizons. From founding a space company in 2002 to human trials of brain-computer interfaces in 2024, that's more than 2 decades of persistent work. Balancing acts. Managing multiple massive companies simultaneously is extremely challenging. It requires juggling technical, financial, regulatory, and ethical issues. Public criticism and pressure. Every move is scrutinized. The pressure to deliver, to not fail, to live up to the vision is relentless. Vision beyond profit. Musk's ventures often aim to transform industries, change how humans travel, connect, and think, demanding conviction, resilience, and a willingness to be misunderstood. Wealth, influence, and 2025. Empire at its peak. By 2025, Elon Musk had become arguably the richest individual on Earth, with net worth estimated around $500 billion. His wealth is tied to his major stakes in his companies: Tesla, SpaceX, xAI, The Boring Company, and Neuralink. This enormous fortune offers freedom to fund risky experiments, think long-term, and bet on ideas others dismiss. But it also brings responsibility, global scrutiny, and immense expectations. What began as a small startup in the 1990s, from programming a simple game as a child to founding Zip2, has turned into a sprawling empire across space, energy, transportation, AI, and human enhancement. Why Elon Musk's story matters? Elon Musk's journey shows that success, especially transformative success, rarely comes from playing it safe. It often requires dreaming big, even when others call you unrealistic. Using early successes as stepping stones, not destinations. Diversifying ambitions across sectors that may seem unrelated, but together shape the future. Accepting discomfort, uncertainty, and failure as part of the process. Thinking long-term. building not just for the next year, but for decades ahead. Musk's story is not just about becoming rich. It's about persistent ambition, stubborn belief in what could be, and a willingness to risk repeatedly to push boundaries.
Conclusion: a continuing story. As of 2025, Elon Musk's story remains unfinished. Rockets continue launching, electric cars continue rolling, brain chips are being implanted, AI experiments continue, and the world watches, hopes, worries, criticizes, and sometimes gets inspired. What began with a young South African kid writing computer code has evolved into a global phenomenon, touching space, Earth, human cognition, transport, and social media. Whether you call him visionary, controversial, idealistic, or disruptive, Elon Musk's journey is a testament to what happens when someone dares to bet everything on the future. And perhaps that's the most valuable lesson. Real, world-changing success often lies beyond comfort zones. Conclusion: a continuing story. As of 2025, Elon Musk's story remains unfinished. Rockets continue launching, electric cars continue rolling, brain chips are being implanted, AI experiments continue, and the world watches, hopes, worries, criticizes, and sometimes gets inspired. What began with a young South African kid writing computer code has evolved into a global phenomenon, touching space, Earth, human cognition, transport, and social media. Whether you call him visionary, controversial, idealistic, or disruptive, Elon Musk's journey is a testament to what happens when someone dares to bet everything on the future. And perhaps that's the most valuable lesson. Real, world-changing success often lies beyond comfort zones.